Alright everybody, welcome back to another day of Watching with Rocky Sensei. Today we are going to be watching the third Ninja Turtles movie from the 90s.
Third one. This is from like 1993?
Yes.
Cool. Let's see what they're doing now. What are they up to?
So, pretty much in this movie, the premise is April finds an antique that she wants to give to Leonardo or Splinter.
It's one of them.
One of those, yeah. And it turns out that it took her through time, took her to the past, and brought someone from the past to the future in her spot. So the Turtles were going to save April in the past.
Cool. Yes, I love time travel-y stuff.
Yes.
Let's see where they're at. Time travel.
So in this scene, they have just helped her to get out and they're being attacked by rebels who are against the samurai in this area.
Yeah, they're in like a grove.
They're hiding their faces.
Yes.
Yes, they don't like what they're used to having to be hidden and stuff. So.
One interesting thing they found out that, what Mikey mentioned before they traveled back in time was he noticed that the person that came to the future for April was wearing her clothes that she was wearing in the present. So he got the brothers to put on some clothes, even because they're turtles, they don't wear clothes, because if they didn't, the people they swap places with would be naked.
Look who we have. Casey Jones is in the game. Of course, this is his answer.
Yeah.
He breaks the thing in half. Who's that guy?
This is a guy who was pretty much the samurai working with this English guy who came there. He was part of the crew, but when they started doing some questionable things, he spoke out against it, and so they trapped him. So he was trapped with April, and they ended up freeing him as well as her.
These guys are really good fighters, I think, instead of just foot soldiers.
Yeah. And also, what's interesting in this one is Casey Jones came back for the third movie, and so he's playing the ancestor of himself.
And also in the present day, with the shenanigans of the samurai being in modern day, is like showing him hockey and stuff.
This person with the bow and arrows want to take one of them out.
Yeah. But Wrath throws aside to break the arrow. Now the one thing that is also interesting to say is how we mentioned Corey Feldman wasn't in the second movie. He came back to reprise his role as the voice of Donatello.
Yes.
Yeah, because he doesn't want someone else doing it. Someone else did his thing. Good for him. It's better with him.
And in this one, Donatello's headband also became lighter because he had the darker in the second movie. Since me and my brother are colorblind, since they went lighter, the colors look almost similar to us, so it was really hard for us to tell who's Leo and who's Donnie without looking at the weapons on their back.
Yeah. Or at least the sheets.
I like them now.
Yeah.
Well, they realized they aren't the actual samurai.
Yeah, because of the armor they're in, which they had because they switched with people.
That's
how it
that was
was
a really
being
good
attacked.
fight scene, watching them fight against actual
Yeah.
fight soldiers.
Yeah, rebels.
Rebels. Asian rebels. Alright, what's next?
So, for the next fighting scene, because there weren't very many in this movie, is more about, they went like more full comedy with it, is they've united with the rebels, they decided, but they also needed to, they had to find a way to get back, because if they don't get back in a certain time, they're trapped in the past.
Oh boy.
So, at first, they almost had a falling out because they found out the rebels had the item, and they were hiding it from them, but they ended up realizing that, okay, you did it because you needed help, so they decided to still help before they go back to their time. So they're in the samurai lair, and another fight ensues with the shogun and his people.
Sweet. Let's see the Shogun fight.
Yes.
We like to drop in about every 3 or 4 centuries. Yeah.
You also notice the animatronics are like almost leagues different as well.
Yeah.
Look pretty good.
Really good.
Yeah, lots of them are.
Yeah.
picks up a dagger. Who's she?
She's the leader of the rebels.
Yeah, she was the one who had the bow. She had
Oh, I
the
didn't recognize her. She looks great.
Yeah. And she, because it's funny, because Mike, crushes on April a lot. He ended up crushing on her, but
Are we out of the loop here?
in this time, the guy who got sent to the future for April, him and her actually were interested, and that's the father of the guy who went to the future with his other samurai.
Wow.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, just hit him in the shell.
Oh, he who digs the
Bent his
shell
sword a
knows
little.
Hey.
yeah, let's find out.
They also found out that there was a scroll. Apparently, either the turtles had ancestors, or their ancestors went back in time. But the samurai knows them and doesn't like them because they made fools of the samurai a different time. And when they saw the tapestry, instead of them having their own individual colors, it was a callback to the comic where all the headbands were red. So it's kind of like a little nod to the comics.
I'll tell you what, I like that orange guy. Kicks the best. The orange guy's got some nice legs. That purple guy's staff sticks. The staff stuff is awesome.
Yeah, it's done.
I love to watch his staff stuff. That guy's wicked. They all have great kicks. That orange guy really has some nice legs.
Yeah, Mikey does too. He has a nunchuck, so.
I remember, I don't know if it was the second or first movie, but there was a thing where Leonardo did like where he kicked in a full
Circle.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I always wanted to do that as a kid.
Yes.
I always did too, and I could.
And that is the last fight scene of the third movie.
That was great. That was really great. And like you said, the animatronics, the way they kind of looked like a person in there, I felt like.
Yes, so. Sounds like we got a thumbs up then, huh, Rocky?
Great movie, great movie. Well done, especially for '93. That was quite a long time ago. Good for them. Great movie. I like them more than I've ever liked them. Guys, thank you for bringing that back to us.
Yes. Always got to go back to Turtles.
Turtles.
All right. See you next time.